So you want to fight sanction. You want to get a sanction fight under your belt. You're trying to get ready for that. Here are the things that you need to have and make sure you do to be able to do this successfully and safely. Number one, you have to train grappling and striking individually. If you're looking to do an MMA match soon, a sanctioned MMA match, you cannot be just doing MMA classes. You have to be doing individually striking classes and grappling class. That means a whole hour of kickboxing or boxing or Muay Thai, a whole hour of wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and then you have to do your MMA class on top of that. Being able to do just the MMA class is not going to prepare you for an MMA fight. You have to do that on top of individually training the grappling and the striking. Very important. Number two, you have had to talk to your coach about your weight. What's the most ideal weight that you should be competing at, right? You don't want to be weighing 140 and then fighting at 140, right? If you're doing a sanctioned fight, these people already have experience competing and they're going to be cutting weight to give them the utmost advantage. But you don't want to cut too much weight, and you also don't want to go up any weight classes that maybe you shouldn't be doing. So talk to your coach, find out what diet plans they may have for you, find out what would be the best weight for you to be competing at a sanctioned fight. People take it a little more seriously there, which brings me to my next step, previous competition. It is very helpful. In fact, you should be having other competitions before you go into a sanctioned fight. Just like you should individually be training striking and grappling, you should have individually participated in tournaments, striking and grappling tournaments. It is important to get used to the competition pace. It is very different from just your regular open sparring, open mat matches. Competition pace is something that you have to get used to, showing up to the competition, getting the jitters of weighing in, getting the jitters of, I'm about to face somebody I've never faced before, and there's a podium on the line, there's a medal on the line, there's a smoker's belt on the line, there's going to be a clear winner and a clear loser, and just that ambience of competition is very important to have under your belt if you're about to fight sanction. Very important. I cannot stress enough how important this is mentally to prepare you for a sanctioned fight. So have previous competitions. Make sure you have some smokers under your belt, some jiu-jitsu tournaments or wrestling tournaments under your belt. Have been in the competition scene is very important to make sure that you're mentally prepared for a sanctioned fight. Next is your training. You have to be consistent with your training. You have to make sure that you're training not only in the gym and the mats, but it has to leak into what you're doing outside the mats. You have to sleep well. You have to eat well. You have to make sure that your body is ready to be going to the training session the next morning, and then the next morning, and so forth and so on, because consistency is key. You can be really good and have a really nice sparring day where you beat everybody in the room, but if you can't perform again tomorrow and work on the things that you need to be working on, then you're not going to make any progress and you're not going to be able to get ready for your upcoming event. Because again, this is sanctioned fights. These people have been training, these people do have experience, and these people have been taking it seriously. You have to take it just as seriously with your training and with your consistency. And the last thing that you need to have is to make sure that you have a game plan. That you have a game plan with your coach. You and your coach have to be in constant communication. Okay, who are we facing? What's the game plan? What I need to do? Where are my blind spots? And what am I really good at that I should emphasize for this fight? You know, not to get into details, but of course you should have some great takedowns and at least takedown defense. You should have a basis of jiu-jitsu, some submissions, how to get up from bottom, and you should be pretty comfortable with seeing somebody in front of you trying to hit you, receiving hits, and of course being okay with trying to hit somebody and potentially hurting them. All right, this is all mental and of course very technical, but if you're about to do your first sanctioned fight, it is going to be an endeavor that's going to require the utmost proficiency of your skills, your physical skills, your martial arts skills, and of course your mental skills to be able to prepare for this endeavor. Because not only is it going to be very nerve-wracking if it's going to be your first time, but it's also potentially very dangerous. So you want to make sure that you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, And that's what your coach is there for. All right. If you have any questions for your coaches, take them. Any concerns about your diet, your weight, the opponent, anything that you think you should be working on. If you have a good coach, they will communicate these things very thoroughly with you. So these are my things. That's my list of things that you must have before you're trying to compete in a sanctioned fight. If you like this video, if you think it was helpful, please subscribe, give it a like, and follow me for more videos.